Think you don't need subtitles? Prove it. If you can't follow this simple children's story, your listening skills are still at beginner level. Welcome back to Mr. Sun's channel. Today, we are reading a classic fable, The Frog and the Ox. It is a funny story with a very serious lesson. Don't worry, I will read the story slowly and clearly so you can understand every word. Let's learn English through story. Once upon a time, an ox grazing in a swampy meadow happened to set his foot among a group of young frogs. He stepped heavily and nearly crushed them. The young frogs were terrified. One of them, a little baby frog, hopped away as fast as he could to his mother and father. He was shaking with fear. When he reached his father, the baby frog said, "Oh, father, I saw a terrible monster today. It was enormous. It was as big as a mountain, and it had long, sharp horns on its head. It almost stepped on us." The father frog, who was a fat and arrogant old frog, laughed. "Enormous," he said. "Nothing is bigger than me in this swamp." The father frog wanted to prove he was the biggest. "Was the monster as big as this?" he asked. He took a deep breath and puffed out his white belly. The baby frog looked at him and shook his head. "Oh no, father," said the little frog. "The monster was much, much bigger than that. You look tiny compared to him." The father frog was annoyed. He felt insulted. "Impossible," he shouted. "Look at me now." He breathed in more air. He puffed and puffed until he was round like a ball. His skin was tight and shiny. "Surely he was not bigger than this," he wheezed. But the baby frog said honestly, "I am sorry, father, but you will burst before you can make yourself half the size of that monster." The old frog was furious. He would not give up. "I will show you," he cried. He took one last gigantic breath. He pulled in air with all his might. He got bigger and bigger and bigger until suddenly, pop! He burst like a balloon, and that was the end of him. So, do not attempt the impossible. The end. A tragic ending for a proud frog. Let's learn 3 useful words from the story. First word, enormous, meaning sangat besar or raksasa. Example from the story, it was enormous, as big as a mountain. Second word, arrogant, meaning sombong or angkuh. Example from the story, the father frog was arrogant. Third word, burst, meaning meledak or pecha. Example from the story, he burst like a balloon. Memorize them. Let's test your understanding. I have 2 questions. Please answer in the comments. Question 1. Who did the baby frog see in the swamp? A monster. B, an ox. Question 2. What happened to the father frog? A, he became the king of the swamp. B, he burst because he puffed up too much. A or B? Type your answers in the comments section. And if you want to read the full story text to practice reading, check the pinned comment below. Please like and subscribe to support this channel. I am Mr. Sun. Be yourself. Goodbye.